Issei Sagawa was the son of a powerful businessman in Japan that murdered, cooked, and ate his friend while studying literature in France. After being extradited to his home country, he was set free and became the world's first celebrity cannibal. Bon appetit! That's this week on Death in Entertainment.
Live from Los Angeles.
911, what is your emergency?
Here in Hollywood now.
2 counts of murder,
Injury and death.
Oh my God!
Shocking new details
That has stunned the entertainment world.
This makes me a little nervous.
The hair stood up on my arms.
Just like in the movies.
What do you call this thing anyway?
Death
In Entertainment.
Good evening, Deado Universe.
Happy New Year.
Happy freaking New Year.
Good evening. What if it's morning where they're listening to this?
Or morning.
Yeah.
Or afternoon.
Or mid-after or dusk.
Yeah.
Remember dusk?
Where we like them.
Yeah, we like them dusk.
It could be 3 a.m. on a bender.
Hey, that's
Good
cool
evening.
Another one bites the dusk.
There you go. What is going on, everybody? My name's Kyle Ploof.
My name is Mark Mulcairn.
And I'm Alejandro Dowling.
And today we are getting into the grisly story of the one and only celebrity cannibal.
That we know of.
Yeah.
Besides Army Hammer.
Well, that is, supposed.
He eats that ass. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He texted one of his girls, I am 100% a cannibal.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's hard to argue with those
How do you,
statistics.
Yeah, how do you argue with that?
What do you say there?
No, you're not.
Exhibit A. He said it right here.
Yeah.
All right. So without further ado, let's get into it and travel all the way to June 11th, 1981.
Let's go.
Okay, so the crazy story of Mr. Issei Sagawa.
How do you spell that? The first name?
Issei.
Issei. Okay.
Issei.
You say what?
Issei. What?
You say crazy.
I shouldn't even call this guy a mister because he's a real piece of work, this one.
Wait. Oh, he's not a gentleman.
He's a
guy.
bad man.
Bad guy. Okay.
Yeah. All 4'9" of him is very bad.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Very short guy.
Yeah.
Short round.
Dr. Joan. Okay.
And this is going to be a short episode.
Yeah. We're canceled now.
No more impersonations of anyone.
Yeah.
We weren't doing impersonation.
No, not at all.
No. Issei Sagawa. He was born on April 26, 1949 in Kobe, Japan.
Oh, like the beef. Named
Yes.
after the beef.
Yeah.
Ah.
Where's the beef? It's in Kobe.
Yeah. It's right. It's a few towns over from Nintendo.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's where Kobe got his name. Kobe Bryant.
Could be.
Sure.
Okay.
You guys just let my bad Nintendo joke.
Yeah, we let it go.
Yeah.
All right.
we jumped right over it. And we're moving forward.
Yeah. Like a lot of celebrities, he is the son of an affluent businessman. His dad's name is Akira Sagawa.
So he's a Nepo baby.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Akira actually served as the president of the Kurita Water Industries Company.
Okay.
And that is a giant corporation. They're a manufacturer providing water treatment chemicals and facilities as well as process treatment chemicals. So they, treat the water so that we can drink it.
Well, they can drink it.
Yeah.
Yeah. As long as there's no nuclear stuff in there,
Fallout.
That's what happens sometimes.
Well, it had been a few years at that point.
Yeah. Fukushima. Is that what happened? One of those nuclear reactors broke down and the
Fukushima?
It like fucked up the water or something.
Yeah. They cleaned it up by then.
I hope so.
Maybe. That's what they tell people.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, I saw Aaron Brockovich. I know what goes on out there, but still.
Oh, so you're qualified.
Yeah. The company was actually founded.
The water has like 3 heads.
Yeah.
I think something's up with this.
The company, Kurita Water Industries, was founded 3 months after Issei was born. So I don't know if his dad was immediately the president and had something to do with like the creation of this company, but his father was the first like successful businessman. His grandfather served as an editor of the Japanese newspaper, the Asahi Shimbun.
I love the Sashi Shimbun.
Yeah. Once you're in the Shimbun, you made it. Front page of the Shimbun, you're on top of the world.
I used to read that and Nintendo Power growing up.
Nice.
Yeah. With two of those gloves. You read the paper.
By the way, I can confirm Kobe Bryant was named after Kobe beef.
I knew it.
Because his parents saw it on a menu.
Wow.
Oh.
That is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
The dad looked at the menu, the mom's pregnant stomach, the menu, the pregnant stomach.
Yeah. Salmon.
Yeah.
It's my son.
Let's do Kobe. It's cleaner.
Yeah.
Angus, Kobe,
Yeah.
salmon.
Angus. We don't want to name it after that bad movie that Kyle liked.
I love it.
It doesn't exist yet,
Yeah.
but we have a feeling it's going to
It's going to happen at some point in 1996.
Yeah,
And
it's
it's
gonna
going
be
to suck.
90s movie about a fat, sad kid.
Yeah.
In other words, Kyle's favorite movie.
Yeah.
It doesn't get better than
Aimed at one guy in Weymouth, Massachusetts. And that's the only guy who saw it.
Stupid me, I skipped over it at the video store.
Oh,
Yeah.
what a jackass.
Most people did.
Issei, he was born premature. He was so small at the time of his birth that reportedly he could fit in the palm of his father's hand.
Wow. So he never got too much bigger. I thought he was like just naturally, he was 4'9"?
4'9",
Yeah. So like,
fully grown.
I think that's even shorter than Danny DeVito.
Yeah, probably is.
It's like Nick Mullen too. Isn't Nick Mullen super short?
Is he?
I thought he was like,
I thought he was tall for some
I thought it was like 3'8". I didn't know that because I'd never seen him in person.
Old
But I heard he's like super short.
Dinklage Mullen.
Dinklage Mullen.
He is shorter than Danny DeVito. Danny DeVito is 4'10".
Wow.
Really?
Yeah. And
The fact that this guy killed anyone is beyond me, but we'll get there.
but he is taller than Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Nice.
Tom Cruise is like 2'5".
He had to stand on 10 shoeboxes for the wedding photos with Katie Holmes.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet. It was worth it though.
Whoa. Oh, yeah, that was your crush, wasn't it? From your teenage years, Katie Holmes?
She was one of them. She was very attractive.
Yeah.
All right,
You know
I
who
think-
wasn't attractive?
Yeah. Let me guess.
King of the Segway.
Issei Sagawa was not attractive. He developed enteritis after he was born, and that is just an infection and inflammation of your small intestine. He was treated with a bunch of different, potassium and calcium, saline, IV drips, all that stuff.
They hit him with everything.
Didn't really work.
Didn't take.
Yeah.
Just made him feel full.
He got shorter and shorter.
He keeps shrinking.
It shrunk him.
He's like Thumbelina.
Yeah.
Like, maybe we should stop giving him these supplements.
Honey,
Yeah.
Honey, I Shrunk the Sagawa.
He's in his dad's Cheerios.
That was the inspiration for the Rick Moranis movie.
The dad's like, we're working on it. We let you know.
Next up, honey, we blew up the Shikari. Whatever his name is.
Oh, man. So this is where, like, the last of the problems he has in life aren't his fault. Because now he goes to school, and in first grade,
Oh, boy.
he says this is the first time he felt a certain way. He saw a classmate's male thigh and wanted to eat it.
Really? So right off the bat, he was like,
So you would have been done for, Mark.
yeah.
Let me in them thighs.
Oh, yeah. People are gazing at my games on this podcast.
Yep.
Mark falls asleep in his class. He wakes up with 2 skeleton legs. And Issei is just licking his
Cleaning the
lips.
bones.
Yeah, it's like a cartoon, like the skeleton legs. Wow! My eyes bug out of my head.
Aye.
He's eating a sub sandwich. You just see Mark's toes sticking out.
He puts mayonnaise on my toes.
And people are like, ugh, gross. Mayonnaise.
Yeah. Well, that's in LA, you know?
This is the second podcast we've ever had this happen. So he was actually on Vice, which we were too,
So we have something in common.
with
Yeah.
Mr. Sagawa, He mentioned in an interview with Vice in 2011 that during his early years, he developed cannibalistic desires for women, even though it was originally from a male's thigh. He started equating cannibalism and eating women as like a sexual thing too.
Really?
So at first it was probably just because male thighs were meatier.
Ooh, yeah.
Meteor.
Say it again.
Because male thighs were meatier.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, and for the second time ever in a Dipod episode, he admitted to taking part in bestiality with his dog.
Oh.
Wait, what was the other one?
The Rose Petal murders.
Oh,
The woman that was banging the dogs.
Yeah.
And she was a vet.
She was sucking and fucking her border collie.
Got fucked doggy style by a labradoodle.
Who let the dogs in?
Hey!
In my vagina.
That would be me.
Ding, 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 ding. Check, please. Hello.
Hi. Ooga.
Yeah, the dog owners go to pay their bill.
Habada.
And then, but she pays them.
In Soviet Russia, dog, fuck you.
She's like, don't worry about it. It's on the house. And it's on my...
On my what?
I'm just waiting for you to continue.
So Sagawa, he was in university in
Any
Tokyo.
relation to Steven Sagawa?
Nice.
Nice. He started really trying to come up with a plan to capture a woman and eat her. He targeted a tall German woman and followed her to her home with the objective of eating her. He wanted to slice off a part of her buttocks and take away a small portion of her flesh. He broke into
Without her noticing?
Yeah. He did break into her apartment.
She probably fucking manhandled him.
Yeah. While she was sleeping, he could not succeed.
Like Bridget Nielsen.
Yeah. Get off my leg.
Yeah. It's like Mini-Me or something.
Yeah.
Just like throwing this
Across
little
her-
guy around. Yeah. She throws him off the roof.
Yeah.
I survived Hitler.
I know we were allies in World War II, but no more.
I killed some Jews, but I don't deserve this.
It's just horrible.
Even Dr. Mangala is going, this guy's crazy.
Hello, 911. There's a 4'9" man on my back trying to stab me and eat me.
He's so short he can't get his arms around her neck. Choke her out.
Yeah.
He's just holding on for dear life.
He's like sweating, trying to choke.
I my Japanese midget on my leg. That's when you could say that one.
Yeah, we're not doing impressions here of anyone.
Character, okay?
It's the type, it's the personality. It's not the nationality.
So he fucked up and he woke her up when he got to her bedroom and she did beat the shit out of him.
Really?
Oh, great. This is awesome.
Yeah. The police arrested him.
It's like a cartoon. It's like, pow! He just flies across the room.
Yeah.
He was in air for like 5 seconds.
There's like birdies flying around his head.
He's stuck in the drywall like this.
He turns into an anime character.
It's like a Kill Bill scene.
Yeah.
The police did arrest him and he was charged with attempted rape.
Not attempted eating.
Yeah.
Attempted dinner.
That must have been a wild court case.
Yeah.
I
wasn't trying to fuck. I was trying to eat her.
He did not actually talk to the police. He was smart enough to not reveal his true intentions.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the one case I might say go for the intentions.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing.
Well, but that
What's
could be
worse?
That could be an insanity plea. I don't know if they have that in Japan, but like that's
They
like,
do.
all right, we'll put you in the booby hatch here.
Yeah. They do have that in Japan.
Do you get what I'm saying, though? What's worse, really?
Yeah.
Attempted rape or attempted, lunching?
The age-old question.
Yeah.
This is gonna be in like law classes for the end of time.
That was a famous Joe Rogan debate with Jamie Kilstein.
Yeah.
He's like, murder is way worse than rape.
Yeah.
Won't you admit that? And Jamie Kilson's like, no.
Yeah.
Two of the dumbest fucking idiots in the world.
Yeah. You guys let us know at home. Send us an email to deathandentertainment@gmail.com. Let us know if murder or rape would be better to admit to the police.
Or cannibalism.
Or wanting to
cannibalism.
eat a thigh of the woman. Yeah. She had plenty of thigh, I bet.
Yeah. All German woman, yeah.
Oh, yeah. She had plenty of thigh.
Yeah.
Nice.
It'll grow back.
She may have deserved it.
Yeah.
Where was she, you know,
What was she wearing?
in the 1940s?
What'd she have on her legs?
The woman was paid in a settlement by Sagawa's father. So this is
yeah.
affluenza off the rails.
Yeah.
And this is one of many attempts where this guy has tried to, take somebody down.
This is the ultimate fucked up kid, though. Like, if you're a prominent figure, like, can you think of worse than having a cannibal son?
No.
Because there's embarrassing kids, you know.
Well,
like,
a kid that does improv. No, I'm just kidding.
yeah, that is.
What if he also a cannibal, though?
Oh, Jesus.
That is ultimate evil.
Yeah. And he's into clowning.
Like a Chet Hayes.
Yeah,
You know what
Chet
I
Hayes
mean?
seems like because he's in the public eye.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, especially if you're like, obviously Tom Hanks, it's like really fucking over your image.
You can almost deal with Chet Hayes, though. Like, imagine if Chet Hayes was a cannibal.
You can deal with him now.
That's
but
if Chet Hanks was a cannibal.
Well, that's the same person.
he calls himself Chet Hayes now.
Oh, he does.
That's
Yeah.
that's his rapper name.
Oh.
You didn't know that? You're not down with the Hayes?
Me want to eat ya.
We're doing him doing the impersonation.
You're looking good, man.
What you want do?
I want to eat your in a thighs bun.
To the bone.
You're gonna finish that calf, man. He's assuming your own calf is food, and like, are you gonna finish your own?
Pass the salt and pepper, man.
Oh, shit.
Okay, so where were we?
We were getting to him. So
he got off.
In more ways than one.
Yeah.
He is unsuccessful trying to get his first capture and murder and cannibalism excursion, I guess.
So he got a little taste.
No, wait.
Without getting the taste.
Did he bite her at all? Did he like get like? Marv Albert also.
We know
he goes for it also. Yeah.
True.
He takes a bite out of ass.
Yeah.
Whoa,
guys.
Yeah.
And McGruff, he takes a bite out of crime.
Nice.
A lot of biters
Yeah.
out there. Be careful.
Yeah, watch out, America.
Yeah. So he graduates college. Now he's going for his master's degree in English literature.
Huh. He didn't go to Cordon Bleu
Yeah.
school.
To fry.
He wants to become a sous chef.
Yeah. It sounds like a crazy sequel to The Menu where they're just eating real people though. It seems like that's the type of like exclusive restaurant this guy would go to.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's been a few things where like, they turn cannibalism into like this kind of salacious plot line.
Yeah.
There was a Tales from the Crypt episode with Christopher Reeve where he starts serving humans at this diner.
Really?
And the local cop just loves the meat.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
man.
love those old Tales
Yeah.
from the Crypts. They were awesome.
Oh, they're the best.
It's my favorite Twilight Zone episode where the aliens come down and they have a book. They say, we come in peace, and they have a book called To Serve Man. And it's all about them, like, wanting to help out the human race and blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah. But just come with us. Just get on the ship. And there's people lining up in droves. And as this woman's getting on, she's the last person in. And there's a guy screaming from the tarmac being like, don't go. It's a cookbook.
Oh, that's hilarious.
To Serve Man.
yeah.
So he ended up getting a master's degree in English lit in Japan and then relocates to France in 1977. And he goes to Sorbonne in Paris.
I wonder how he got in there.
Yeah. Well,
And I
now,
wasn't that far off.
now he's cruising for a PhD in lit.
Don't they have a height minimum at the Sorbonne?
Yeah.
That'd be funny. Show up for college. You have to be this tall to go to this college. He's like, fucking motherfucker. I want to eat someone's neck right now. Yeah. What the fuck, man? I flew 3,000 miles to come here, man. I'm making him sound like that now. So I don't get in trouble.
man.
What the fuck, man?
Yeah, you just do a different offensive voice.
I bring my black ass from Tokyo for this shit. The fuck?
That's not what I was going for.
That was Chet Hayes.
Chet Hayes. Yes, Chet Hayes.
It's always
It's
Chet.
always
Yeah.
Chet Hayes. He does Asian voices. He does the islands.
I like how Kyle was like, Chet Hayes. That reminds me of a guy named Chet Hanks.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
yes, stupid.
He thought he got you. It's like a gotcha thing. He's like, oh, I
I'm
got you, motherfucker.
Hey, idiot. And you're like, hey, stupid.
Yeah, you were embarrassed, and you probably should.
Yeah. So while he was living in Paris, he would bring a prostitute. This is his self-admission. He would bring a prostitute home almost every single night and tried to shoot them, to kill them, obviously.
And
And
they'd always fight back.
well, he said his fingers froze and he could never pull the trigger.
Oh, okay.
So
he's
I don't
not
know if
naturally-
that's fright or if it's his stubby little fingers couldn't pull a trigger on a gun.
Yeah. There's a height requirement, but for fingers.
Oh, he couldn't pick up the weight of the gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably what it was, to be honest.
He probably needs one of those little guns, like the women keep in their in their stockings.
The hooker is like,
Why is it always like when a woman had a gun in like Columbo or any of those fucking shows, it was always the tiniest little gun?
Yeah.
That's exactly what you're talking
Little
about.
gun.
Yeah. Purse gun.
Yeah. Hey.
the hooker is lacing up her boots on the bed, like leg up on the bed, you know,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
he takes the gun out and it's so heavy. He's like,
Whoa.
and then the bullet just like hits the ceiling.
Ping pong.
And yeah, she's like, what are you doing?
So yeah, this leads us to June 11th, 1981.
Whoa, we're already there.
So
Yes.
I love this is crazy that he keeps trying to he's just bad at killing hookers.
Yeah, so he's
Or
already,
people. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
he's already
That's the way
been
you want to look at it.
I-
Bad killing hookers.
I'm not well, he's not effective.
Right.
No.
That's not his natural talent, killing hookers.
Well, he's not violent, but he wants to eat people. That's a very weird dichotomy.
Well, it would
It's a
be
paradox.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird to be nonviolent yet have the taste for human flesh.
Yes.
How do you be Hannibal Lecter without the violence?
That's like a Dracula that doesn't want to kill people and doesn't, therefore, but you have to drink blood
A reluctant vampire.
to live. A reluctant vampire.
I don't want to suck your blood.
But I have to.
I feel bad about this.
This is awkward for both of us.
Morally, I'm not cool with this.
I have given up blood for Lent. And someone cuts their finger. He's like, I can't help it.
He just deep throats it.
Ay, ay, ay.
So I have a theory about why he's always going to college, and because he's like
He doesn't want to learn?
no, I don't think he wants
Because
to
the
learn at all.
chick's around.
Yeah,
Wait. You said English lit?
yeah,
Oh, that's a joke.
yeah,
Yeah,
That's not a real.
It's like basket weaving. And his
Yeah.
dad's like a big money guy getting him into all these places. He's not really taking it seriously.
yeah. I think it's
That's what I'm really concerned about.
And-
He's not taking college seriously.
Yeah,
I'm like his guidance counselor. eat whoever you want, but come on, let's get serious here.
But can you explain this C in sociology?
Yeah.
yeah.
Bum.
He because I think he just really wants to be around. It's mostly women who are an easier target for him, especially being a small
Well, you'd
guy.
think.
Yeah, unless they're a tall German woman.
That's what I've heard.
Unless they're over 5'2".
Yeah, but it's an easy way to mask him being like, "Oh, I'm a sensitive type. I just want to like write poetry and like, listen to classical audio books or whatever." Just like
Well,
trying to see like,
There's a lot of creeps that stick around colleges that have no reason being there.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, because at this point, he's already gone to 2 different colleges. He got a bachelor's degree, then a master's degree. Now he's going for a PhD in reading. Like, I don't know.
Reading?
Well, it's literature.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
All you
Reading
got to
and
do is read something to get a PhD?
yeah.
Damn.
So-
I should have thought of that.
Yeah.
Sagawa befriended
That pisses me out, though, that he's just getting a PhD on a whim.
pretty huge
So
dick.
just to
Nice.
get dinner.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it's not a pretty huge dick.
Yeah. I'm going to
say it's pretty small, actually.
I don't know. I got no PhD myself, but I don't.
But I have a master.
Dong.
Master Dong.
Master Dong.
Coming to a theater near you.
Yeah.
MD.
Get ready.
Sagawa befriended his classmate, Renee Hartvelt, and she was a Dutch woman. He invited her to come over for dinner at his apartment. He was inviting her for dinner. She didn't know she was the dinner.
Yeah.
Oh,
he was basting her.
Yeah.
Oof.
June 11th, 1981, on the pretext of translating poetry for a school project.
Yikes.
Sagawa was 32 years old at the time and felt that he was weak, small, and ugly. So he chose a 25-year-old healthy and beautiful woman with the intent of killing and eating her in order to absorb the energy.
What?
So he thought if he ate an attractive, strong woman that he would become a stronger, more attractive person.
Wow, he was really mentally fucked up from looking and being like that.
Yeah.
So it wasn't for the taste.
It was for becoming something greater.
It wasn't for the nookie.
Yeah.
So it's a bit like Ed Gein in some ways, where he wants to, and he did it in a more
He wanted to be a woman.
way.
Yeah.
Like actually wearing their skin.
Yeah.
So he wants, but Sagawa wants to eat them to sort of get their
Essence.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's fucked up.
Wow. Their life force.
Yeah. Yeah. And boy, she sat at his desk reading poetry out loud, and he was like walking behind her, and she was continuing to read, and he took a rifle, went behind her and shot her in the neck.
Ugh.
The neck.
Yeah.
Why the neck?
I think he's just a bad shot.
Oh,
Yeah. Remember, he can't hold the gun up.
Yeah.
Was he just imagining like a turkey holding a book the whole time?
Yeah, he's at the fork.
Yeah, that was a very sitcom-y thing.
Yeah, or like
Yeah.
Bugs
Looney
Bu-
Tunes.
Yeah, Looney Tunes. When someone's hungry, they just lick their lips and they imagine
Yeah.
whoever's in the room with them as like a basted chicken or something.
Yeah.
What was that in Seinfeld? Like Kramer looked like he was like a turkey.
Oh yeah, and he waves.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, because he was doing the I think the tanning,
Yes.
or the somehow he was like roasting like a chicken.
Yeah. And wasn't Newman was going to eat him, right?
I think he was using butter.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then Newman was sniffing.
he was
it.
like cooking himself.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
He came out and said that he had fainted after he shot her and woke up like hours later and then actually executed his plan.
Wow, this is a really skittish guy.
Yeah.
And what does that mean? Execute his plan?
Well, his plan was to eat her.
I know, but so how did he do this?
Oh, well, he woke up and was like, oh, yeah, I killed a lady. She's dead here. And so, like anybody would do, he had sex with her dead body
Oh,
multiple times.
I think Kyle's being facetious.
Well,
Like
not
anybody would do.
yeah.
Like any cannibals.
Any
I know.
cannibal would do
I think
it,
he
yeah.
is being facetious. It's real dark humor. Here.
Yeah.
He fucked
I
up.
don't know about this guy.
Pretty fucked up. Me and Alejandro are giving each other a look there. Like, this guy's a little off the deep end here.
Yeah. Yeah, necrophiliac is what they call that.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was unable to bite into her skin
Mm.
because he didn't have the teeth for it, I guess.
So
in
he's
more
not-
ways than one.
This guy doesn't have the stuff
Yeah.
for this. He wasn't built for this
You
shit.
weren't built for this.
Yeah, we're just built different. That's it.
Yeah.
So he wasn't a true cannibal.
Well, he was so upset that he couldn't bite into her skin that he went out to the store and bought a butcher knife to cut her body up.
Oh, okay. So he's a
yeah.
problem solver.
When there's a will, there's a way.
And he didn't really plan for this. He didn't have knives to
yeah,
cut and eat a body.
you would think he would have bought the most
Yeah,
expensive.
he should have like a charcoal barbecue or
Yeah.
something. This guy doesn't have shit. Man, you call yourself a fucking eater of other people? You call yourself a cannibal?
And
You
pe-
ain't shit.
You can't cannibal for shit.
people used to sell knives door to door all the time.
Yeah.
Wouldn't
I almost
you
got sucked into that scam.
Jeffrey Dahmer ain't walking through that door.
Yeah.
You almost bought one?
No, I almost was that guy that sold knives door to door.
Oh, Jesus.
I dodged
That's
a
a
bullet there.
story for a different day.
Dodged a knife.
Dodged a knife. So then he cuts her up and starts eating different parts of her body. He ate most of her breasts and face.
Well, that's the best part.
The face?
The breast.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, jeez. Now you're you're a sick.
If
Me
you're
and Kyle are looking at each other now like,
Hey.
Comparing it to chicken.
I don't know about that.
Okay. Now I'm the free. All right.
Chicken breast is not the same as women.
I know.
Yeah.
It's a bad.
How dare you?
I know.
yeah, we're gonna cut his mic
Yeah. With a knife.
with a knife.
Yeah.
That Kyle sold us. Well, he could have.
Yeah.
He played his knives right.
It was a throwaway line. All right.
I could have been somebody.
Well, now you're somebody continuing the story.
Yeah. He's eating, all this raw and then has the idea to cook it.
Oh, what a genius.
Yeah.
I never thought to cook my food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He.
Well, the Japanese do like raw meat.
Yeah.
Okay. You're right.
That's true.
He could have been making sushi.
I'm not saying they all do, but he could.
No,
have
he
been,
had sushi. It's very popular.
She's
Yeah.
putting the she in sushi.
It's a she tartar, if you know what I mean.
Oy.
That means it's raw.
You have a PhD in literature too?
I'm smart.
Yeah. He took pictures of her body during each stage of eating, which exists somewhere, but I don't know if.
You don't have them?
No.
I don't want to see them anyway.
Well, he probably wanted to document it because he's like, maybe I'll never do this again. Like, it took him so long to like gain up the courage to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. So, from the mind of a psychopath, someone extremely ill,
As you know.
is this like a grand moment for him? Is he feeling...
This is what his entire life came to.
So this is ecstasy.
It's a
Yes.
culmination of everything.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's probably why he's taking pictures then.
Oh, absolutely.
It's
yeah.
kind of like if you completed a marathon.
Yeah.
This is the best thing that he's ever done.
Right.
He's tried for so long to get this done, and he finally did it. Yeah. He's going to want to relive that through the pictures for sure.
Yeah, he's going to jerk off to it.
Maybe.
Not to get too gross.
Not
but
for long.
Too late.
I think we're already going down that path, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he kept her body there for 4 days, and even after eating most of her, he was still having sex with her. He was a real
Oh, God. Come on, man.
That
real
is
piece of
just-
shit.
Come on, cat.
Come on, man.
I mean, that is
Shannon Sharp.
Shay Shay, yeah.
so gratuitous.
Yeah. And he's like, man, the body's starting to rot, like it's starting to smell, so I got to get her out of here.
Oh my gee. Yeah, I mean, that's what you got to do with leftovers. They don't last forever.
Yeah.
Did he have like Tupperware containers?
Oh,
Well, he did store some of her in the fridge for later.
Jesus Christ.
But he was caught by the French police after 4 days because he was trying to dump the body parts. He had 2 suitcases that he went out and got and called a cab and said, take me to this lake.
They're like, that is compost. You cannot put that in the regular trash.
These French cops must have been, what the fuck is going on here?
He was acting so weird. Like he was so nervous inside the cab, just like didn't want the guy to go near the suitcases, like
Yeah.
holding on to them. They stunk. And so the cab driver called the police.
Wow.
And that's how he got caught.
I have a weird case here. I have a bizarre passenger. We can do the French thing.
You are not going to believe my day.
Say chowder.
I asked, what is that smell?
Yeah.
And I opened his bag. Oh, it was like a bad baguette.
When a Frenchman says something smells, it smells. I'm like Don Rickles over here.
Pepe,
What are you, a Frenchman?
Pepe Le Pew walks by and he's like, you are one sick fuck.
Yeah. My nostrils are burning right now.
What a creep you are.
Oh my God. You stink, brother.
Oh, shit. Of course, the affluenza hits again. So a top lawyer was
No way getting him out of this one.
paid for by Sagawa's wealthy father.
Oh. So money really can buy anything.
It could buy eating a Danish woman.
Yeah.
Right? Really?
Dutch. Well,
You could, whatever. Same thing, right?
Yeah.
No, but So there's a price to this. That's the sad thing about our world. Apparently, there's a price to a human life. Then
Money talks, bullshit walks.
And not even just the torture. Obviously she was killed right away, but like still like the indignity of the entire.
we assume she died right away from
That's
the neck
true.
wound.
Yeah, he claimed he passed out, so she could have been writhing in pain for a while
Yeah.
before she bled out. He was held for 2 years during like the pre-trial motions and all that stuff, and they're building the case against him. They're ready to take him to trial, but for whatever reason, the French judge Jean-Louis Bruguière, I don't know that name. The French judge found
You are overruled, my friend.
It is Bruguière.
It's so stupid. He chokes on his own French accent.
This entire
Oh, I'm choking on my accent again.
I can't even say it.
this entire court is out of order.
You stink. Everyone stink.
The French judge declared him legally insane and not fit to stand trial.
Yeah,
Nice.
of course.
So the judge then goes, okay, so if he's insane, he needs to be locked into a mental institution. So he was to be held indefinitely.
I declare you cuckoo, my friend.
Yeah, so that's seemingly a fair ruling, I guess.
I mean, I guess he is crazy.
Well, he is.
You know, that's the problem with that, you know, declaration of like insanity is that sometimes the people don't actually do like time. They're not doing
Right.
time. They're going to an insane asylum and then they get out like early.
Yeah. Well, picture this. There's a Japanese author, Iniko Yamoda, talks with Issei about the murder and the cannibalism, everything that happened. He goes into very vivid detail about the murder and the consumption of his friend.
It's like Mindhunter or something.
Yeah. That ends up becoming a book and blowing up. It's called Kiri no Naka, which means in the fog. And it gets huge attention. Like people are going crazy. And now he's like borderline reaching celebrity status.
Really?
Yeah.
It's like Issei fever is like sweeping across the world.
Exactly. So all this publicity is making everybody go insane. People are showing up to the mental institution, like
Not
trying
to
to
be
get in.
confused with Pac-Man fever.
They're trying to.
Will you sign my thigh? I'm still doing the French accent, but for Japanese for obvious reasons.
Eventually, the French authorities are just like, "Fuck this! This is way too crazy. He needs to go back to Japan."
Yeah.
So
The French can't handle it.
We've had too much fever of this man.
Too stinky for us.
Even for us. 'Cause we're fat.
Once he lands, he gets taken from the plane, put immediately into a Tokyo hospital, also an insane asylum.
Okay.
The psychologists in Japan examined him and said that he was sane, and his only motive behind the murder was his own sexual perversion.
Good point.
Yeah.
All right.
I agree.
Meanwhile,
the having sex with the corpse is the proof of that.
Yeah.
it's a hint that, for sure.
If he had just
Definitely
eaten
evidence. Yeah.
the victim, that's different. Okay, he's a cannibal.
I feel like the judicial system or the justice system of Japan is harsher than a lot of these like Eastern or Western countries.
Yeah.
Like U.S. included. Like they don't fuck around.
They
like,
lash you and shit.
Like, yeah, you litter there, they'll kill you.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, they'll put you in the chair.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, in France, all of the charges get dropped against him. They're like, all right, he's gone. We're not going to see this through.
He's innocent.
I wash my hands with you, but I will not wash my hands because we don't wash.
We move on with our lives.
He put the scent in innocent.
I put cologne on my hands. I do not wash them.
Now, do not bother me while I go watch a Jerry Lewis comedy.
I take a French shower. It means lots of cologne. And I love Jerry Lewis. And Gerard Depardieu is a national treasure. Green card. He's not. He's innocent. He's like canceled now there, but he's not really. It's
Yeah,
it's
I
a
know.
weird kind of like Gerard Depardieu. Don't talk about that guy.
Thank heaven.
Oh, I was in a movie with the Whoopi Goldberg. I forget the name of it though.
Bogies. I just remembered.
I was in the Bogies with Whoopi Goldberg. She's on The View now.
Raise your hand if you saw Bogies.
Yeah, with my Bogies heads out here.
Nobody raises their hand.
Yeah. Not Angus. Bogies. Kyle Ploof is the only one who saw that one.
But to be fair, it's pretty good.
Let me know that Kyle just said that. No one else concurs.
So not only does France take the charges off the table, they don't even allow Japan to see the documents in the case against him. So they sealed them and they were like, we're not going to give it to you, Japan, for some reason.
Maybe because Japan was like harsh on criminals already, so they didn't want to give them any.
Well, what do they care?
Yeah,
Well, because they're very liberal there in France.
We need to protect this man.
It's up to us to save this man who eats people.
what is wrong with that? He was just having a good time. The biggest crime is he was eating his frombeer
Yeah.
with white bread.
We are known for our food here. Am I wrong?
So the Japanese authorities couldn't legally detain Sagawa, who spent 15 months in the hospital and then walked out as a free man on August 12th, 1986.
Well, he only did fucking 5 years or less.
Less.
Less because it happened in 81, so that means it was probably tried and then...
This is insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. The same year we were born, Kyle.
Yeah, it's the
Okay,
same
he
week
wa-
I was born.
He walked free. Wait, another Kyle birthday thing?
It was
Oh my
August
God.
12th, 1986. I was 72 hours away
Kyle
from being born.
will gear any conversation into his
He
birthday.
just did.
I did. No, but you did, kind of.
No, but I think you planted the seed.
Oh, yeah.
I said the year.
I'm a seed planter.
I said the year, and
Yeah.
then you took it further.
August
Well,
12th.
you sure are seed planter.
Hey.
Okay.
I'm having a kid.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Since that, he accepted several invitations and appeared in different events as a guest speaker and commentator and lived life as a celebrity in Japan.
What the fuck?
Did he say he was cured or something?
Absolutely not. He talked about how he'd do it again.
This
Yeah.
is like Charles Manson getting out and being like a
At
celebrity.
the Emmys.
Yeah, yeah. He hosting it. Hey, great people! MASH wins again!
G.I. Jane 2! Can't wait to see it!
The cast of Taxi, ladies and gentlemen! The Mary Tom wins the fucking Emmy!
Fuck the Beach Boys.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah, he was in a bunch of documentaries that covered his life and the actual murder. He featured as Mr. Takano, a sadosexual voyeur, in a thriller called Unfaithful Wife, Shameful Torture. That released in Japan September 12th, 1992.
He played a psycho in a movie. That's
Yeah.
what we're saying here.
So he, like, okay, I thought
That's
Japan,
so inappropriate.
I thought a second ago Japan was hard on their criminals. They're not. They like
Seems
they like
pretty
make them
lenient.
celebrities. Well, the problem is they wrote that guy that wrote that book about him that made him a celebrity in the begin with. So-
Yeah.
Well, did he mean to, though? Wasn't he just writing wasn't it just like a true crime book?
He was helping him write his biography. That was his biography.
No, but what is in this book that makes him so likable that he would have been, treated?
Murdered a chick, ate her, and had sex with her, and got away with it.
Yeah,
in front
Maybe
of
it's because
everyone.
he's so short. It's kind of a shorter culture. So maybe like if they're like they don't see him as a threat if he's that short, he's that desperate.
Like rooting for the little guy?
It's like Rudy. It's like you root for Rudy.
Yeah, it's like Rudy if Rudy ate somebody.
Yes.
Had
If he
sex
ate
with a
Charles
dead
S.
body.
Dutton and Has anyone seen the janitor?
Wow. Okay. So yeah, but to actually put him in a movie as a
as a creep.
Yeah, that's so. There's no equivalent to that we can understand in Hollywood.
No, but it's like Joaquin Phoenix. He's a creep, but he's not like he hasn't.
No, but
been
that's
charged.
that ain't that's not the same thing.
No,
Yeah,
I know.
no,
it's
there's
not.
no-
Maybe Kevin Spacey. No, but I'm talking about someone after they're canceled,
After that.
after they're arrested, to be in a movie kind of not lampooning the actions, but basically just almost recreating it or just...
Yeah, if Anthony Hopkins had actually eaten people with
Right.
liver with Chianti and fava
Yeah.
beans, and then he did the movie after that,
Right.
Silence of the Lambs, that would be crazy, and it would be on par with this.
Yeah.
Or if OJ starred in a Lifetime movie now called Murder My Sweet.
Yeah, I didn't do it or something.
It would be weird.
Yeah.
Book it.
Hey, Death and I'd like to hear his video calling us out.
Yeah.
Hey, Death and Entertainment guys, I just want to say I want to do that movie you're talking.
This is yours truly.
We're like fuck, but then we're like, yeah, it'll get people listening to us. It's good press.
Yeah. He ended up, writing all these new books, seeing a bunch of his success. He even wrote restaurant reviews for a magazine called Spa.
What
So,
the fuck?
like tongue in cheek, like, oh, let's talk about, the meat that I ate here.
Let's talk about meat,
Baby.
Yeah, that is just disgusting.
I mean, it maybe it tells you something about the Japanese and their desire for kind of like the dark nature of things.
There's certainly a cultural divide because that's a place where they do have panties in the vending machines.
Really,
Yeah. And
their TV is wild.
I was just going to say that I always want to talk about this show that no one remembers. HBO used to air it called Shock Video in the 90s. And it just featured programming from around the world, a lot of it from Japan. And like you just said, crazy TV shows that you cannot believe aired there.
Yeah, it's like, this is insane. It's like naked women and like people just going around eating weird things.
Yeah, one of them was a cooking show where they ate the placenta.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And that's one of the lighter ones.
Yeah.
Hey, whatever blows your hair back,
Yeah. Well, so I want to read some of his reviews now. I need to find somewhere to eat.
Did like his Sparrow review.
Yeah, we should get him to come here and write reviews.
Yeah.
Little Tony's.
Little Tony's. Yeah.
The bread was as hard as my cock.
He buys it and turns it into little Issei's.
You thought the bread was hard before. It's now like shoulder blades.
Yeah, the chicken parm was as juicy as a Dutch woman's thigh.
5 stars.
He was getting so famous at this point that even a French language school almost accepted him as its manager. And because they were impressed that Sagawa talked about everything so candidly.
Oh, he had a good interview.
And he was brave enough to talk about this in the public eye and wasn't scared of the backlash.
But that does not mean he's qualified to teach anything.
Right.
I think this started what led to Trump being president.
I like
It's
how
the same idea.
Everything leads to Trump being president.
I know. It's all related.
All roads lead
He
to
loves
Trump.
it. It does. It is related.
Yeah, I mean, it's natural born killers
Yes.
come alive here.
Which is an insane movie, but it is kind of like that.
It pretty much is exactly the plot of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the people that are getting interviewed like, yeah, Mickey and Mallory, the best thing that happened to America since Charles Manson.
Yeah, they're superstars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For a heinous crime, I can't get over that.
Yeah. It's crazy.
If you're a serial killer who, has some personality, I think you're going to do okay. That's the thing about Lee Harvey Oswald. He had no personality.
I'll say one thing about these weird modern times. I'll give the media that they don't necessarily always make these killers superstars.
They do, though.
They do, but if you think about it, like the Boston bomber, he's been hidden away since it happened.
Yeah, no, but they tried to make him a thing, that Rolling Stone thing. There was a lot of blowback after
You're
that.
right, actually. That's a bad example.
There was a lot of blowback, and people were like, wait a second.
Yeah.
You can't be highlighting these terrorists as sex symbols. They did that with what was it called? Timothy Houthi, like some guy who's a Houthi terrorist.
I thought you were saying Timothy.
He looked
Chalamet.
like Timothy Chalamet. So
okay. Yeah. I guess what I mean is, though, it's not like they're given TikTok accounts, because I could see a weirdo, bizarro world where they, the killers all have a voice online.
Yeah, no. Well, Martin Scarelli does, and he was like on par with being like a serial criminal, like because
yes, but he's not a killer.
No,
he's just a douchebag.
He's a douchebag who got a little bit of buzz.
He did
online.
He's the one that bought the Wu-Tang album, right?
He bought the Wu-Tang, but he bought like life-saving drugs and would like charge people like $30,000.
Oh, that's the worst thing he did.
Yeah, that's it though.
Yeah,
which could be, you could equate that to killing.
Yeah, in like a financial capitalistic evil way. But yeah,
and then the one we always mention too is Hinckley.
Yeah,
he almost killed a president.
Yeah,
and paralyzed someone. I forget his name.
Brady.
Yeah, and contributed to his death later on, I'm sure.
Yeah, the guy didn't live a good life after that. There was a gun bill named after him. He was a Secret Service agent.
And Hinckley now legally has a popular YouTube channel where he sings songs.
Yeah, and he does like gigs.
Yep.
He does.
Well, I don't know about.
No, he does musical gigs. Then he posts on Facebook. He's like the gig canceled on me again. It's like
do a show with him.
It's like every week he's like John Hinckley. He's like, I was gonna do a show in Tulsa. He's like, they canceled on me. He's like pissed about it. He can't believe it. Because people call the venue and like, don't you know that guy tried to kill Reagan?
He tried to kill the president, man, for Jodie Foster.
I know, but people like us got to call and say, but at least he's a Jodie Foster fan.
Yeah.
And look what Reagan did to this country. Call it out the middle class.
Yeah.
Wait, so are you saying?
No. I'm saying hypothetically, what if people thought that and did that? Like I'm hypothetically, doing impressions of certain people like Chet Hanks does.
Yeah.
Yeah, he could have changed the whole world, Hinckley. I mean, never mind.
Yeah, I that's a different podcast.
Yeah, we're down a rabbit. But the point is well taken, I'm sure.
Yeah.
It's that, it's a weird line that some of these killers become celebrities.
And like OJ, we were just talking about OJ.
Right.
He's got one of the biggest Twitter accounts out there where he'll get on his video and say the most insane shit and like give his take on things like people want to hear from an actual knife murderer.
Yeah. We all know it's him. There's nobody doesn't think he did it.
We know that he did it.
Yeah.
And he could have, I think, got away with it a little bit more if Norm Macdonald didn't go after him so hard on SNL.
Oh, wow. You're giving a lot of power to
I am giving a lot of power to that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that is coming in 2024, I believe, OJ.
Oh, he's up for parole?
No, Death and Entertainment, baby.
Oh, we're doing OJ.
A live show.
I mean, we got to bring on the Goozy if we talk about this.
Yeah.
Goose. The goose is loose.
Release the goose.
Yeah. This is the portion of the podcast that's just for us.
Yeah.
Right.
Anyway.
So the fallout.
What
of
were
all
we talking about, Kyle?
We were talking about how a French language school almost accepted him as a manager because they were so impressed and, elated at the fact that he talked about everything so candidly and used his real name and put himself out there. Like this is like a brave man.
This is like the Harvard School of Government. Like if there's like a war criminal from the Bush administration, they're like, yeah, he's joining our board.
Right.
Bring him on in.
And then
give him a TED Talk.
Yeah.
Don't give him a position teaching.
So they
gave Sue Klebold, the Columbine shooter's mom, a TED Talk.
Did they really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's awful.
That's another episode.
Yeah. Right. So they're like all gung ho, like, man, you're not scared of shit. And then the school's employees protested, and they were like, never mind, we're scared of that. So
really?
Like, yeah. They're like, you're you, man, and we appreciate that. And then people are like, fuck you guys, we're not going to work here anymore. And they're like, okay, never mind.
Yeah.
We're not that badass.
Yeah. I don't know what that is. What that
No,
feels-
that's people doing the right things.
Yeah,
standing
exactly.
Up for what's
no,
right.
but the people that wanted him there. That's the scary.
Well,
part.
they're scum suckers.
And they're in France, like where all this happened. Like, what the fuck is going on?
the French are insane.
They really are.
It's Japan and France at this point that are both sick.
right. They're both crazy.
And we're Americans here, like
Jesus.
we only elect reality show contestants as president.
Yeah.
We're normal, and we start wars that no one hurt us, and like, we kill like hundreds of thousands. But those people are crazy.
Those people are sick.
Sickos.
We voted for Trump for president, but they're nuts.
Yeah, those people are nuts.
Our French fans are going, did you hear the shit that Die Boys were spewing?
Oh, yeah. We're not going to
Sweet.
chart anymore on iTunes there.
Oh yeah,
Because we
or-
currently do. We're in the top 100
It
over
could-
there.
Oh,
It could,
I love France.
it could go the other way. They could be like, actually, let's name them the head of the Sorbonne.
True.
Yeah.
France is great. I love Paris. I've been there a couple of times.
I love a baguette.
Cachet is one of my favorite movies. Google it. There you go.
Yeah.
All right.
Stick with us.
Pret-a-porter.
Stick with us.
That's a good one.
his
Except I'm the only one that thinks it. Sorry, Kyle. Poor Kyle. He's trying to present an episode.
Yeah, we're going off the rails every second here.
his parents did not stick with us.
Uh-oh.
They died in 2005, and he was not allowed to attend their funeral, which is, nice.
Yeah, and I don't know how I feel about that dad. An enabler and protecting him the entire time.
But he loved his dad so much. Think how painful that would have been for him to not go see him off.
Good.
Yeah. He had to pay back their creditors, so he did that with the money he received from his dad.
All right.
And he then lost so much money that he had to shift to public housing and started receiving welfare benefits.
Oof.
Wow. Well, this is the thing about Japan. You can live pretty comfortably even if you're dirt poor there.
On the dole.
On the dole.
But he shouldn't get those benefits for what he did.
Yeah. He mentioned that on Vice as well, that living an infamous life of a murderer and a cannibal was a horrendous punishment for him.
Sounds like he had a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, poor guy.
He had a good time until he had a stroke and was hospitalized in 2013. It caused permanent damage to his nervous system. Sagawa was living alone for the rest of his life and needed regular help just to live his life, given by his younger brother and caregivers.
Siblings. Have we talked about them?
No.
So he had siblings.
Yeah.
Think of how embarrassed they must have
They
been.
want nothing to do with that guy.
Well, not embarrassed enough to not help him while he's drooling into a pan.
It's family.
Yeah.
We all have the black sheep in the family.
Oh, yeah. Various levels of it.
When you fuck a dead woman here, your family.
It's like Olive Garden.
Yeah.
The French Olive Garden. When you fuck a dead Dutch woman.
Your family.
Now pass the cheese.
Yeah.
Are you going to finish that femur bone?
I would like another breadstick.
So he ends up living for another 9 years and ends up dying from pneumonia at a hospital in Tokyo on November 24th, 2022, at the age of 73.
73, okay.
Man, just died.
Yep.
Wow.
All's well that ends well. He ended up on welfare and
He didn't get COVID.
lived like a
though.
vegetable. He might have. We don't know.
And that's the most ironic part. That he
Yeah,
lived
he
like
became the food.
that he lived like a vegetable.
Wow.
Boom.
That's the end of the Tales from the Crypt right there. In the end, he became the vegetable.
That was I'm not gonna lie, I was trying to think of a crypt keeper punchline.
He would always say something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, first drop kick, crypt keeper.
Right.
First draft crypt keeper. Yeah.
He started as a fruit and died as a vegetable.
He died a leg up. Or a leg down. First draft keeper.
Or something like that. I don't know.
I'm just riffing here. You writers suck, okay? Do I have to do everything?
Why the fuck do I pay you people?
In this world, the Crypt Keeper is a real thing. He's like Bill O'Reilly. He yells about, do it live. Fuck
Do it live.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. This fucking thing sucks.
Oh, mamma mia.
Oh, yeah.
I would say rest in peace, this guy, but, fuck
No,
him.
not to him. Fuck him.
Yeah.
Rest in peace to Renee
Yes.
Exactly.
Hartvelt.
The Dutch woman.
Yes.
Yes.
And
Dutch
also
girl.
props to the tall German lady that beat the fuck out of him.
Yeah, that's right. Helga, we just...
Yeah, she's swinging him.
I used to work for Hitler. It's no big deal.
This is a piece of cake.
Yeah. She whips him out the window. He just,
I was an assistant manager of a Holocaust camp. This is nothing. I didn't know that was the hierarchy of the Holocaust. It's like a David Buster. Assistant manager.
And there's a bus boy.
Regional manager. Yeah.
Final thoughts.
yeah, this guy is a real bag of shit.
Yeah.
And thankfully, people realized, I think, over time how gross it was for him to be an actual celebrity. So, like, the younger generations did not accept him, and that's why he kind of fell out of favor.
Yeah.
It was all, like, the boomers and stuff were like, this guy's great.
Well, these are all the post-World War II people that, they're shell-shocked by the world.
They're
So-
tapped. Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Right.
yeah. It's like, the people that lived through the World War II from America too. They were just like, it's like Kafka. It's like there is no God. Everything's insane.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. That we just saw millions of people die in our country from nuclear bombs.
Yeah.
By Oppenheimer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not the movie.
Not the movie.
person.
The person.
There is a sick fascination, though, that people have when criminals get away with something. Because I feel like it's always something that, like, people want to do is get away with a crime.
Yeah.
And so, like, when they see someone do it, they're kind of, like, attracted to that. I notice myself when I see, police chases, I'm always rooting for the guy to get away.
Really?
Not knowing what they did. Yeah, I'm always like, go, get out of there.
No way. I never.
Really? You're rooting for the cops?
No, I'm rooting against the guy or
yeah.
girl. Usually a guy. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Well, I know what you mean in some ways. No matter how much of a dirtbag the criminal is, there's a part of you that imagines being in that position.
Yeah.
Not necessarily having committed the crime. You just imagine, like, oh my God. Like,
Yeah.
could you imagine having to be interrogated right now? Like a worst case scenario, just like on the bus, you imagine, like, oh, what if the bus crashed?
Yeah.
While I'm on it, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Or what if it can't go under 55 miles per hour or it's going to blow up?
Hot shot.
Hot shot. Pop quiz.
Pop quiz. Yeah, well, this was a fascinating story.
Yeah. Crazy.
It's been a raucous podcast we've had here.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks to me and you, Mark.
Yeah. The Frenchman.
Kyle's been a wonderful.
Yeah, he's trying to keep it on track. We're trying to get it off the rails.
Yeah, we were anything but on the track.
No,
Yeah.
we're
No, that was
unhinged.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, great job. And I guess what we have to say is join our Patreon.
Yes. Patreon.com/Death and Entertainment. Come on. $5 a month. You can do it.
Yeah.
$5. Come on.
Come on.
It really helps us.
We've got a lot of extra content.
Oh,
Larry.
the show was doing great.
And then YouTube live show coming soon.
Yep.
Death and Entertainment Tonight live.
Ooh.
See, we're still, we're in a new studio. We're still working out the kinks, and
Yeah.
There's a band about to kick off next door.
Yeah.
we
The
got
Kinks.
The Kinks.
planes flying over us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of music, I forgot that the 1981 song by the Stranglers titled La Folie was written about Issei Sagawa. The Rolling Stones song Too Much Blood was about Issei Sagawa as well.
Oh,
So there was a couple.
They love weird shit
Yeah.
to write songs about.
Yeah, that was 1983 Rolling Stones. So
the later years.
and what about the group Fine Young Cannibals?
Yeah, that could have been inspired.
Had to have been, right?
She drives me crazy. Ooh, ooh, maybe that was about her.
Oh,
Holy shit!
No one else.
singing from the point of view of
Wow.
him.
Of Sagawa.
Yeah, of Sagawa.
Yeah.
She drives me crazy.
Ooh, ooh. Yeah, that's
Her
like.
thighs so meaty.
Yeah, that was the lyrics.
Yeah.
Please pass
I
the
put
salt.
her in the freezy. They really bend that lyric.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, we'll see you next week. And until next time.
Don't go dying on us.
Bye-bye.
You have just heard.
A true Hollywood murder mystery.
I have never seen anything like this before.
The movies, Broadway, music, television, all of it.
A place that manufactures
Nightmares.
Okay, everybody, that's a wrap.
Good night. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon.